If you have hit 50, you already know the frustration. The belly fat that used to respond to a quick weekend of eating right now feels permanent. Your metabolism has shifted gears. The common instinct is to fight back with brute force. We try extreme, exhausting crash diets, severely restricting calories to force the weight off. But here is the actual biological shift happening in your body. As we age, our baseline metabolism naturally slows down. At the exact same time, we start losing muscle mass, the very tissue responsible for burning calories. This graph illustrates the problem. The line going down tracks our natural metabolic rate and muscle mass as we age. The line going up shows the increasing friction and rebound weight gain caused by extreme dieting. At this intersection, the deficit created by eating less is canceled out by the body's lower energy demands. You cannot cut enough calories to outpace a slowing metabolism without losing the muscle that supports your weight loss. Yet the internet is flooded with clickbait marketing for fat-melting superfoods that promise to fix this overnight. They claim you can bypass biology with a magical powder or a specific fruit. We need to strip away that marketing hype. Today, we are going to evaluate how 5 specific foods and 1 physical protocol affect your physiology. Success in this age bracket depends on small, consistent adjustments that change your internal environment. The first major barrier to post-50 fat loss is dealing with intense midday cravings, paired with the silent loss of your muscle mass. We can tackle this by changing how you start the day. Swapping a carbohydrate-heavy breakfast for protein-dense eggs and Greek yogurt. Take a look at this comparison matrix. The marketing promise is that eggs and yogurt will melt belly fat. The biological reality is that they spike satiety hormones and preserve amino acids. By expanding this column, we see the specific dual-action pathways. Spiking satiety hormones mechanically prevents the chemical signals that cause cravings. Meanwhile, the heavy protein load maintains your existing muscle tissue. The trade-off you have to accept is clear. You are sacrificing the immediate dopamine hit of a sweet breakfast for much slower movement on the scale. Accepting a slower drop in total weight is a necessary compromise. Preserving your baseline muscle is necessary if you want to maintain a high resting metabolic rate. Consistency with these protein sources protects the muscle mass that drives your daily calorie burn. The second biological roadblock is erratic blood sugar. Spikes and crashes throughout the day send a direct chemical signal to your body to store fat. The physical intervention required to combat this problem involves integrating high-fiber oatmeal and antioxidant-rich berries directly into your daily meals. Returning to our comparison matrix, let's look at oatmeal and berries. The promise is usually a detox and flush. The biological reality is that they slow gastric emptying and blunt insulin. Focusing on delayed gastric emptying, this is how fiber physically slows down digestion. It creates a traffic jam in your gut, preventing sudden surges of energy from flooding your system. That digestive slowdown keeps your insulin levels stable. As long as insulin is spiked, your body is receiving a continuous chemical command to lock away calories as belly fat. Keeping it low removes that command. The frustrating trade-off here is logistical. Relying on fresh, perishable foods requires proactive grocery planning and meal prep. You have to willingly replace your convenient shelf-stable snacks. Fiber and antioxidants do not burn existing fat. They are essential because they block your body from creating new fat storage environments. A final and most hidden barrier operates entirely out of sight: systemic cellular inflammation combined with a deteriorating physical posture. Tackling this requires a combined nutritional and physical intervention. We pair omega-3 rich fatty fish, like salmon, with a rigid 6-minute daily plank protocol. Bringing up our matrix one last time, look at the biological reality for salmon and planks. Together, they reduce systemic inflammation and maintain core integrity without straining your joints. Highlighting systemic inflammation shows us the specific chemical operation. Omega-3s work to cool down internal cellular irritation, which is directly linked to stubborn fat retention. On the physical side, the 6-minute plank is a minimal effective dose exercise. It builds the postural muscle needed to support your frame without grinding down aging joints. The trade-offs for this combo are heavy. Quality seafood carries a high financial cost, and holding static planks every single day demands daily psychological discipline. Unlike crash diets that promise a quick drop in water weight, the benefits of salmon and planks operate entirely below the surface. They require weeks of consistency before you see a physical result. Successful weight management after 50 requires a permanent shift in mindset. You have to move away from temporary dieting and commit to long-term habit stacking. To map out how these interventions actually fit into a daily life, we use this 2x2 quadrant chart. The vertical axis measures metabolic impact, and the horizontal axis measures daily effort and friction. We plot our protein sources, eggs and Greek yogurt, firmly in the top left quadrant. They offer high impact with low effort, making them an accessible starting point for immediate returns. Our blood sugar buffers, oatmeal and berries, sit in the top middle. They deliver high impact but require moderate effort due to the grocery planning involved. The inflammation reducers, salmon and planks, go in the top right quadrant, demanding serious discipline and budget. Compare those against extreme crash diets, which drop into the bottom right quadrant. They demand massive daily effort but offer low long-term impact. This protocol is designed for the diet-fatigued pragmatist. It is for the person who wants to stabilize their weight and energy without manic calorie counting. You should avoid this framework entirely if you are searching for a drastic 30-day transformation, or if you refuse to adjust your weekly grocery habits. The biological friction of growing older is real, but steady, compounding effort is a reliable way to push back. These daily habits provide a predictable framework for building a metabolic routine you can sustain for the next 20 years.